So I'm using the EDA Playground Online Simulator. In order to enable functional coverage and see the functional coverage report, you need to use the Rivera simulator, and also you need to enable a run.do file. So you should tick this option, use run.do file, and you should write a do file in your file area. And also you can check the download file after run option in order to see the actual coverage report. You can choose only one option between these two. So before your code is compile clean, you may choose the open wave option, and once your code is compile clean, then you can use the download file option. Otherwise, every time it will download the file whether there is an error or a note in the compilation. And now you will see the run.do file. So you need to create a file called run.do and name it as run.do, and you should write these options in that do file. So here I'm using a UVM test bench, so I'm passing it the UVM test name as the online the simulation argument. Thus I'm giving this option. Otherwise you need to give all the vsim options here, and also use these commands to enable coverage. And between the files I'll be just browsing to the files which are just relevant for the coverage analysis. Now we'll see the DUT. So the DUT name is interconnect. This is a final DUT. Its name is interconnect. It has multiple subunits or submodules in that, and you can see that in the port level it has got two set of AXI interfaces, where every AXI interface has 5 subset of interface. So there is an AXI write address interface, write data, write response, and read address, read data, and OCP interface. You can see that all these AXI interfaces are coming as 2. Interface 1 and interface 2. Thus there are 2 set of AXI interfaces, and we will see the interface definition in the file interface.sv. So these are the signals coming in every interfaces. So we will be writing cover points for few of these signals. Now in the test bench part, this test bench is written in UVM, so you don't need to go through all the other parts, but you just focus on the part which is enabling functional coverage. So in the final test bench module, after declaring the necessary interfaces, and you need to instantiate your interconnect module with the appropriate port connection. And so my DUT name is interconnect 1 here, and now I have used few coverage modules, and after that I have used the clock generation, reset generation, and the UVM part. So you can ignore all these parts. So we'll be seeing what all are the parts relevant for coverage. I'll come back to this file once we had gone through the coverage module. To write functional coverage, I have created a module called AXI in INDF curve. So this module is a generalized module which will define the curve group for one set of AXI interfaces. That is the curve group for all the write address, write data, write response, read address, and read data channels. Now we will see here. The arguments to this, or the ports to this modules are all the write interfaces, which are AXI write interfaces, write address, write data response, and read address and data interfaces. Now we will see how to write cover points for these interfaces. So this is an interface definition for write address interface. So it got an ID which is read down to 0 length, and an address, a length field, and few other fields. So we'll be focusing only on these fields which are interest for us. So we wanted to check whether some particular values are hit for these 3 fields in the interface. For that we are defining a cover group which is called ADDR bus value. So we'll be writing the address bus properties here. So you can see that the write address and the read address has got this set of fields which is ID, address, and length, and the write data and read data channels has got the fields ID and data. So these are specific to AXI protocol definition, which I am not explaining here. Thus we are defining 2 set of cover points, one for address bus and next for data bus. So in the address bus cover point, we wanted to sample the ID, the address, and the length, and this is a cover group definition for that. So the cover group name is ADDR bus file. You can see that I am passing 2 arguments, integer arguments which are low and high, to define the the address range. So and next arguments which are the actual address and the ID and the length. So you can see that all these three arguments are passed as reference variable because I wanted to generalize this cover group and use this same cover group for multiple address and data channels, write address and write address and read address channels. Thus, these three arguments are passed as reference, and the first cow point is for this bus, which is 31.0, and the protocol of AXI is saying that every signal here it is valid only if there is a valid and ready signal asserted. The valid is asserted from the source and this is from the destination. So this is protocol specific. So the only if the valid and ready are asserted, then all these fields are valid. Thus I am passing, you can see that in the cover group I am passing the bus, the ID, the length, and the valid and the ready fields are reference fields. So these are the reference fields which are the actual variables in the simulation, which will be some actual variables once I assign to some other variables, and these are just values. So these are passed by reference and these are passed by values. So the first cover point definition is saying cover this particular bus, whatever variable you are getting through this bus through reference, cover this variable if and only if these referred variable valid and ready as asserted. And these are the bins here where the first valid low is between 0 to 500. Here actually you can make use of this low and high if you wanted, as you had learned in the previous sessions. Now ID val, I just defined a cover point because it's a 3 down to 0 length, 3 down to 0 length variable. Thus I'm covering all the possible values of ID and length just by simply writing a simplified cover point without any bins. So these three cover points are defined, and again I'm defining another cross coverage which will cross all these three individual cover points. So I wanted to make sure that I am getting every ID and every combination of length with all these three different bins in the bus field. Now we'll see the instantiation and we'll come back to the data part next. So here you can see the cover group name is ADDR bus val. So it's declared like ADDR bus val, WADDR and read ADDR, and it is new like WADDR is equal to new 100, 500. So which is passed as the low and high variable, and next variables you can see that these are the actual interface signal. So write ADDR interface. This is a signal, this is an interface which is coming through the port of this coverage module. So this is a name here, write ADDR interface. So this interface, this input port interface dot WADDR, so which is the actual signal within this interface definition, WADDR is passed as a reference variable for the bus value, and similarly AWID, AW length and AW valid and AW ready are passed as the reference arguments to this cover group. Thus these interface dot these signals will be sampled by the instance of this cover group named ADDR bus val with an instance name of WADDR. And in the same way you can see RADDR is again instantiated for the read address channel. So you can see that RADDR is created like read address interface dot ADDR ID length valid and ready are used as the reference variables here. Thus these will be sampled. Now we will see the data channel in coverage definition. For the data bus there is no length field, thus we are only passing bus ID and valid ready signals as reference, and rest all are same here, and the cross is also defined for ID and bus values. And the same for the response channel I am passing the response, the ID and valid ready signals as for response. And this is a interface definition for this is data channel definition, and this is a write response channel definition. So these are the only signals available in the response channel. Now I have created instance for write data bus values like W data and read data, and for response I have created one instance, and newed appropriately by passing the appropriate interface signals. Thus, this particular module, AXI INDF curve module, will be creating coverage points for the signals which are passed to its interfaces. To these interfaces, what all are the signals? We are creating curve point for these interfaces. Now we will see how to declare this this module and use with the actual simulation. So in the test bench, you have to create the instance of this AXI NDF curve. So here in the test bench, after the DUT instantiation, I am creating the instance of AXI NDF curve. This is AXI NDF curve space AXI NDF curve 1 is the module name. I'm connecting the write address interface to AXI write ADDR1 interface and write address data interface to AXI write data 1 interface and so on. Thus, I have created a cover point for all these interface 1, and in the same way you just need to create another instance for this AXI NDF curve to enable coverage for the second interface. So this is how you write generalized cover points. Now this line shows an example of binding a particular coverage module to an instance in the DUT. So this curve module FIFO is defined in a different file with few ports, and it is bind to a specific module that is instantiated within the DUT. So within the interconnect DUT, there is an instance of a module called AXR write front end 1, and to that module I am binding this coverage instance curve F1. So this we had already seen in the previous sessions. You can use the bind keyword if you wanted to connect your coverage definition to an inner module. Now we will run the simulation with this option ticked. So the files will be downloaded once the simulation is over if you tick this option. This test bench is using the UVM methodology, and you will see a lot of UVM debug messages, and finally you will see the result in a zip format file. So this is a result, and we will analyze the result here. Once you unzip the result, you will see a lot of files like this, and you will see a file named curve.txt which is given in the do file. And once you open this curve.txt with some notepad++ editor, you will be able to see the coverage report. So here you can see it is coming, the AXI NDF curve 1 is coming here with three curve groups, which are ADDR bus value, data bus value, and response bus value, and it is hit 23%, and these two curve points are hit 0%. It is because it is disabled in the simulation. The simulation is injecting only a few set of limited values to this address bus. These reports will show only the curve group names, and it will not show which bins are hit and which bins are not hit, and you will not be able to do the analysis, but you can just make sure that your coverage, your actual coverage definition is considered into the coverage database.